All right, welcome back. Let's see. It's the end of the Chinese turn on turn 5 of 7, and we are still in a bit of a pickle here, given that this Marine unit is sitting across or straddling the trail or secondary road, whatever it's called, through here, and it's causing all sorts of problems. So I've had to roll for attrition. I lost 2 steps here, so I took the losses in artillery. I think that was probably smart since I can't shoot with them. And I'll explain why in a second, about why I chose to eliminate them, or just other than I can't shoot with them. And then this guy also lost a step, I believe, or 2 steps, I'm not sure, but there was another unit here. We took step losses there. Look over here at these 2 units. I've got 1 step loss here, so reduced by 1/3, and then 2 step losses here, reduced by 2/3, looking to try to attack the Marines in the mountains with a 5 rated AR, no artillery supports that I can bring to bear. And so we did it because we need to get back in supply, right? So it was a 1-2 attack, basically. No surprise, and I got an AL2, so I would have to lose 1 off of this guy first because he was the attacking unit, and we can use supply to pay for the attacks here. These guys would have to go low ammo because they're... Oh, actually, no, I can get adjacent, so they wouldn't even need to go low ammo. So we can do that. That kind of rapes the capabilities. In fact, that's going to eliminate that guy because he has 2 steps lost. So that rapes the capacity here. I have now 2 divisions left. I think there's a breakdown unit here somewhere, and that's it. So this whole push along this axis, I'll just lift it up for you, is pretty much dead in the water. And here, I looked at trying to make attacks here. I mean, I could, in the move phase, I could move this guy to here and this guy to here and push these guys down. Probably flip them over. We can probably get a decent attack here. But here's the problem, right? 1, 2, 3. So we would, be big stacks there, but there's no flight this turn, so that's okay. I think he only moved 1 hex, right? He must have, for me to go into the mountains. So I could just flip him over. So I think I'd get 1, 2, 3, probably, 4 to 1. I've got some artillery, 1, 2, 3 in reserve here, so they'll probably DG something. 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be out of range. Range 3. Yeah, they'll be out of range. So nevertheless, okay, so no artillery support. Now, with the differentials here, there's a 3 here, so we'll put him on top. It's only a +1 to the surprise roll. So I just don't see a lot of value or potential here to try and make something happen. I'd have to move these guys up to get the artillery in the game. Let's see what happens with the artillery. If the artillery can DG these guys, it's probably worthwhile. 9 will probably do it with 18, so they would be DG'd. They'd be down to half. And then we could roll for surprise. Let's see, it'll be a -2. There'll be no adjustment on the surprise. I actually get a 1. I miss, yes, die roll of 6. Would have been 5 shifts. That would have been good. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1. So it's going to be basically 8 to 1 because it's 5 now, not 10. So that's 42. Let's just double check. 42 divided by, it's going to be 8 to 1. Or near enough. Let's roll the dice and see what happens. All right. 11 minus 11 flat on the 8 to 1 column. In very close is going to drop down to the 6 to 1 column. I've got an 11. AO1, DL1. Okay, so this would, I can lose. And do I have to lose? I think I have to lose this guy because I used him as the... I've got to lose the Marine because I used him for the AR rating. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I get a little rusty there. Still got this guy here, and it is a DO, I think I said a DO1, didn't I? DL101. Where is it? Hang on one sec. Let me just double check quickly. He's over on the 6-to-1 column with 11. Yeah, 01. All right, so we would just retreat these guys back 1 hex. These guys could advance. We'll take a step loss. We would just take, let me grab a marker. One of these guys. The top guy will take a step loss and advance into the hex. So we can just do that. I've got a dog puffing next to me. I think it wants water. So yeah, so that would be the end of, let's say that did happen and it's the end of turn 5. I've still got to get through this stack. Any adjustment that's made here, I've got units in defense here as well. So I'll flip this guy. This guy in the next turn will flip over to a 9-3-3. So I don't see how they get down in 2 turns. I don't see how they get down into this area. So I think I'd call it an expensive victory for the US because they did lose tank battalion and two Marine regiments. So by no means probably as successful as the historical result, but nevertheless, that's kind of what went down for 5.5 turns. And once again, you know, everything kind of boils down to whether or not you get air in this game for the Allies. It makes a huge swing difference. It's one of those things that some folks comment on and say, oh, well, you know, it's a critical die roll, a critical set point in the gameplay, and it really can significantly change the game. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but tell me in the comments what you think, whether that is good or bad. And we'll wrap this up here and call it done with the Chinese unable to achieve the victory conditions of capturing these 2 towns or ports down here, and the US holding on and ably retreating carefully, if not cutting off and isolating and destroying 2 artillery battalions. Oh, sorry, 1 artillery battalion and a breakdown, a division here, and then more artillery and 1, 2, 3 more divisions over there. So a bit of a smackdown for the Chinese, but I guess that's probably standard loss ratios or something like that for that era. All right, all the best. Talk to you soon. Go roll dice.